Before there were dashboards, telematics, or even engines, America still had fleets. They just didn't call them that yet. If you work anywhere in the commercial vehicle fleet world, you already know this truth. America runs on its workers, and those workers run on their vehicles. As the US heads toward its 250th anniversary, it felt like the right moment to zoom out for a second and ask a bigger question. How did we get from horse-drawn wagons to the work trucks fleets rely on today? And what does that history say about the work that we're all doing right now? That's exactly what we dig into in this new work truck article, How 250 Years of American Progress Led to the Work Trucks We Rely on Today. And no, this is not just a history lesson. It's about legacy, resilience, and the people behind the wheel, both then and now. Let's start way before anyone ever said the word telematics. Back in the 1700s, America relied on wagons, not as a side note, but as lifelines. Heavy-duty wagons like the Conestoga moved military supplies, food, lumber, textiles, and basically everything communities needed to survive. Routes like the Great Wagon Road were the original freight corridors. Sound familiar? Even then, you can see the early signs of a fleet mindset. Organized routes, specialized vehicles for different loads, people managing uptime long before uptime had a name. Wagon masters were doing fleet management without a dashboard or a login. Fast forward to the late 1800s, and things start to shift. The first gasoline-powered commercial truck hit the scene around 1899. Companies like Autocar and Mack weren't building vehicles for Sunday drives. These were purpose-built machines designed for work. From there, work trucks grew right alongside the country. Flatbeds helped build railroads and highways. Utility vehicles helped bring electricity to rural America. Early delivery trucks kept farms, shops, and towns connected coast to coast. The equipment evolved, but the mission stayed the same: move what matters. As cities grew, work vehicles shaped them in ways we don't always think about. Wagons hauled bricks, steel, and tools into expanding downtowns. Fleets rebuilt towns after fires, and in some places, innovation got pretty creative. One of my favorite examples from the article is Portland, Oregon. The city built an underground tunnel system specifically to move freight more efficiently from the port into town. These tunnels weren't originally for trains or pedestrians, they were built for carts and wagons, a workaround to crowded streets and rough, wet roads. Long before lift gates or optimized routing, cities were already thinking about efficiency, safety, and speed. The problems fleets solve today aren't new. The tools just look different. And then there's infrastructure. Every major chapter of American growth had work trucks behind it. New Deal projects relied on fleets of dump trucks and graders to build bridges, dams, and early highways. The interstate highway system didn't just appear, it was built by fleets, operating day and night across the country, and that story hasn't stopped. Storm response crews roll before most people realize what's coming. Construction fleets turn empty lots into skylines. Service and delivery trucks keep daily life moving quietly in the background. If you want to understand American resilience, watch a crew restore power in the middle of the night. Today's work trucks are smarter, safer, and more specialized than ever. Fleets run on data, not guesswork. Upfits are designed to protect workers and reduce strain. Powertrains range from diesel to electric. Technology helps catch issues before they turn into downtime. But at the core, it's still the same job. Get the work done safely and reliably. As America hits this milestone, fleet managers are carrying forward a tradition that goes back centuries, solving problems, balancing budgets, supporting drivers, and keeping communities running. And looking ahead, if history tells us anything, work trucks will just keep changing. The next generation might bring more automation, more electrification, or tech we haven't even imagined yet. But the mission, that's not going to change. Fleets will still be the backbone. If you want the full story, the deeper details, and the timeline that connects wagons to modern fleet tech, go read the Work Truck article on worktruckonline.com. It's a reminder that the work you're doing today is a part of something much bigger. Because for 250 years, America has been built by people who show up, roll out, and get it done. And that legacy, it's still rolling.